Okay. Of course, they're going to be making noise right now. Ay, ay. Mhm. No, don't do that. All right, so there's like one person in. I'm just waiting on Samurai Guy here. Hey, the Samurai Guy. Oh God, I feel like I need to sneeze. Mm-hmm. There's one person. Oh wow. Okay, now it jumped up. Hey there, Assassin's King. I've seen you around. What's up? We're just waiting on the Samurai Guy. He had to go do something real quick, but he has the link, so he'll be on soon. Oh, there he is. Hey.
Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yay.
What's going on?
Not much.
What's cracking?
What's cracking? I know, man. I was about to say let's start the ruckus, but okay. I wasn't sure that's real or not.
We can start the ruckus.
All right, so I don't have any whiskey this time. Like usually I'll be drinking. I just been drinking coffee, juice, and water.
That's it. Water, that's it.
Yeah, and I got it in this obituary tumblers or something.
Oh yeah. I can dig it.
Yeah. Popped in half.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Got Assassin King. Heather in the house was cracking.
So yeah, I was like, you know what? Let's chill. Let's just chill on this day. Let's talk about some shit. What's been new with you? Like, okay, so I've been doing metal around the. Huh?
Oh, I was gonna say you've been working out.
Well, I did. I went to the gym before. That's why my hair's wet. That's why my hair's like all wet, and that's why I was like trying to hurry up and get back to you. I was like, yeah, I went to the gym. It's like.
That's it. I gotta push it up. I gotta push it.
Like I slacked it off for 3 days, and I was like, I gotta go back. It's like I gotta go back because it's so easy to get into that mentality of not wanting to work out. It's so easy.
Yeah, that's awesome though. That is awesome.
Yeah, but other than that,
what's that shirt you got? What is that?
Well, that's JaxB.TheRipper. One of
okay, all right.
Solo project bands out there. He had like here. Let me show you his album. I have it on vinyl. I have a couple of his. I have all my vinyls next to me. That's why they're like right here. So
vinyls.
JaxB.TheRipper is like a good combination of classic Metallica mixed with Venom if their production was a lot better, and as well as Sodom you'll hear in there too. And
I think you sent me a track. I think it was pretty dope. I think I liked it.
Here we go. I got it.
Ripper.
The Affair of the Poisons is his latest one.
Love the cover.
So
there you go.
Real good band to check out, or solo project. You can find him on Bandcamp, Instagram, hell, even on YouTube. His music's great. Like I just wonder, like, how is it that these solo projects do so much better than these well-popular bands out there?
That's strange, huh?
Yeah, it's like they put so much work. It's like I don't care if it's computerized or what, but it's like they put so much work. When I was watching the interview with Haunt, he was also a solo project, but when he's gone on tour, he's just paid people to play or whatever, right? But he never had a legit group put together until now. Like recently, I think a couple months ago. Right. He's a nitpicky guy, you could tell for sure. And I've seen interviews with him. The guy's very wired, very wired. But I like the guy. I mean, he's a SoCal guy too. So
nice. That's right. I can dig it.
But it's like,
what's up, Iron Wolf? What's cracking?
What's up, Iron Wolf? Let's see. Who else have I missed up? I'm going to say hello to everybody, but no. So definitely, like, you guys, especially if you guys are more into the traditional route, because I know I have like a lot of people, my subscribers on here that follow me. They're more into like, I know that like, I don't want to say they're stuck in the 80s,
Mm-hmm.
Like they do find new music that's like around of that era of the 80s. But if you're into traditional heavy metal, or especially like that, almost like that sci-fi-ish kind, like definitely check out bands like Traveler and Haunt. Like I think that's really going to pull you in. And if you're more into like the thrashy, like I'm going to say like the first wave of black metal around there, then you're going to like TheRipper. So obviously the shirt I'm wearing right now. But it's definitely very fast music. TheRipper is very fast music. So if that's the kind of shit you like, you're going to love it.
Yeah, and I think you sent me a few tracks of Haunt too. They were pretty good.
Oh, no worries, Rich. Don't worry about it. But you have a good night, okay?
Have a good one, man. Get some sleep. Chromium Dioxide Radio. Hey, new to the channel. Check it out.
Hey, what's up?
All right, welcome.
Night Shift here checking it out. I thought at first I was like, is that a band? I was like, oh, you're on the Night Shift.
Hey, I know all about the Night Shift. I know about that.
You work how many years in the Night Shift?
I've worked the Night Shift for about 38 billion years, I think. Yeah. Maybe 35. What's going on? It's been a while.
I know, man. It's like I needed to catch up with you with music and everything. I was like, let's just talk about music or even movies on here. It's
talk
like
about whatever. Get it going, loosey goosey.
It's a Sunday evening. Let's just do this. It's like that's why I was like, so far we've started on my favorites so far that I've been listening to. So all right.
Nice.
Well, I'm always listening to those bands always. So you're never going to see me always put them on repeat on my Metal Monthly favorites because then it's like it never changes. So it's like, what's the point?
When is
like,
your Cardi B video coming out?
First of all, I'm a Mega Stallion fan. No.
Let's see.
I must be getting all habit keeping up with rock music like I used to. It's you know what?
I'm right there. Jax is always ahead of me. I'm trying to catch up to Jax.
Well, I guess because like it's a genre that I like metal music a lot, so it's obviously something I don't want to say I'm the best at keeping up with it because I'm not always listening to the newest stuff, It took me a while to get into like, I don't know, the new album from Megadeth, let's just say. I know they've been working on it, or I think they're released one track, I don't know, but
I didn't even know that. Look at that.
Yeah, it's like they're one of my favorite bands, yet I don't know this shit. But it's like that's how behind I am because I'm just so stuck in whatever I'm listening to.
Yeah.
It's like, let me burn out of this first before I move into something new. That's just how I roll. That's why I always tell people, like, if you're coming to my channel and you're expecting me to be talking about every new album, first of all, there's a ton of channels out there that do that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not one of them. I'm not jumping on that boat. So it's just, I have my own thing, and I like to look back at the older stuff and that people
you have to
forgot.
Yeah.
Or that people aren't talking about.
Yeah.
But, so that's just what I mainly concentrate on.
Yeah. I saw your how you met Dave Mustaine video. I saw that.
I finally told the story. I finally told him. If you guys haven't seen that, it was from one of my previous live streams. But what I did was just like I downloaded my live stream and I cut that part and uploaded it back up. So that way I could just get straight to the point. But it's like, funny. What's the funny part? Okay, maybe you've met more celebrities than I have, I believe so.
Not really, but go ahead. Music celebrities? Funny. Not really.
Or just in general. It's funny how people think just because like we live in California, we meet all these people. It's like we don't. Don't get me wrong. Like in the area I live, it's like how do I explain it? Like next to us, not too far from us, is PV. That's where Chester, when he was alive, that's where he used to live for like ever since I was like in middle school. When he got big, when Linkin Park got big in 2000 or 1999, he moved all the way up there, big old home and everything. So, I mean, we would hear stuff like that, but I like Linkin Park at that time, but I wasn't like the hugest fan. Like I have to go stalk this guy,
Right. You know what's funny? When Linkin Park came out, that first album was fire. I destroyed that album. Around that time, there were 3 albums I destroyed. Papa Roach, debut album. Disturbed's debut album, I know, right? And Linkin Park's debut album. And I destroyed Linkin Park's. I mean, I like listen to that CD so much, and they're talented guys, and rest in peace, Chester. But now when I hear it, it's like how a song takes you back, right? And you're like, oh shit, that's my jam right there. Turn that up, right? Right? I can't. When I hear Linkin Park songs from the first couple of CDs, it just takes me back to like I'm just like, no, I'm done. I think I'm done. And I'm just not going to listen to this kind of music anymore.
Let me tell you.
I'm not bashing the band.
Yeah.
I feel like, even though I used to crank Linkin Park all the time, let my buddies borrow the album, but now hearing it, it's like, I don't want to say dated, but it just, I don't know. I just can't do it.
Okay.
I just can't.
I was 11 when they came out, like when they hit big with their
youngling,
with their first song, whatever it was. It wasn't Paper Cut. I know that was the first song on there, but it wasn't Paper Cut.
Yeah.
I'm about to break that one song. Yeah, that song. But
blasting.
Dude, I think what it is like I don't have a problem with the first two albums, Meteora and whatever the other one was called.
Even the remix one. The remix album, that one too.
Yeah, I remember the one where they had like a Gundam on it. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Killed it. I listened to that too much.
But now when I look back, like, dude, I grew up during the emo era.
Right.
Why does Linkin Park seem beyond emo that it burned me out so much that I could listen to regular emo music with no problem? Compare
you see what I mean? You see what I mean? It's weird.
Yeah. I feel like they're one of those bands that just really burn you out. It's like you can't like you know what I mean? It's like
I'm not dissing the band.
Yeah, me neither.
Chat, you know us. If we don't like a band, we'll be like, yeah, we're not fans.
Yeah.
But I'm not dissing on the band. You know what? I think I've only got to the 2, 3, maybe 3 albums in, and then I stopped listening to them.
After the third album,
they kind of went soft. They
kind of went a little bit more because of
more alternative. Which there's some fans of those albums.
Yeah, they left their. If I remember correctly, see, here's another reason why I don't fucking like Linkin Park. Well, I don't want to say I don't like them. It's just it burns me out, and I can't.
Yeah, you're just kind of done with it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's because my first boyfriend was a huge fan. And you already know, I'm sure some of you guys know. So there's that guy or girl that you guys were with, and they just played that one band over and over that you actually didn't mind or you did like. And now you can't even look at them. You can't even, because you just see that person's face.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's like another, but no, when they got into their soft style, it was just like, what is this, dude? Like, I couldn't enjoy the whole like third studio album at all because it was just so bad. And then I know they came out with another one after that, and I listened to that, and it was like, it sounded like the previous one. I'm like, what the hell? It was like no difference. At least with the third one, they did make a difference.
Here's a perfect example. Again, we're not bashing the band, but here's a perfect example. The song in the Transformers movies. Mm-hmm. Every song, they had a song from them in every single Transformer movie.
Yeah.
You literally could think that's the exact same song.
I thought so too.
Even though they're different tracks. Literally could be the exact same song. It was
all the same.
Yeah.
I understand, at least if you want to make a change with the third one, that's fine. You went softer. I give you credit for taking a risk at least. And, trying to change. I don't care. But then when it all sound the same, I'm like, what the hell is this? It's like,
and don't forget about the rapper guy did his rap album too.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm pretty sure it was a pretty good album because he was talented.
Yeah, but he did his rap album and then he just stopped. He didn't do any more rap albums. He just said, I'm just going to play guitar now. What pissed me off though was I'm so bad with names, but and even though they're one of my favorite groups, Lamb of God, the lead guitarist of Lamb of God did a. You okay there? You still there?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
here. I had to close the window.
Oh, no problem.
Because my brother's making noise. Sorry. Okay, I'm back.
Okay, I was wondering what's happening.
I just didn't want you guys to see me making all
What
this.
am I hearing?
No, I was moving. I had to get up and everything, and I was like, I didn't want you guys to see all this commotion in the background. But no.
Oh, no,
Okay, go ahead. Continue.
No, what pissed me off was the lead singer from Lamb of God, the lead guitarist, did a solo album just for fun, and it was badass. And Chester wanted to do something hard. What's up, Crystal? Chester wanted to do something like hard again. You know what I mean?
Oh, there you go. Okay.
So he hooked up with the guitarist. Yeah. They made a song, and it was fucking badass. It was so badass, that song, and the radio played it. The radio played it like once because it was too hard for radio. But the only reason they played it was because Chester was in it. But I was like, yeah, dude, this is dope, man. Chester was great on there. The vocals were really good. The song was hard. It was thrashy.
Yeah.
I was like, this is awesome. And then he passed away. I was like, God damn it. God damn it. I was ready to be a Chester fan again. And then he passed away, unfortunately. But yeah, I just can't. I'm done. Same thing with Papa Roach.
Yeah.
Same thing with Papa Roach. I'm done.
I remember was their first few songs of Papa Roach, and after that I didn't care.
Did they go the same?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I wasn't. Huh?
Did they go the same route of we're just gonna do alternative style and we're not gonna do rap metal? They were just kind of like in the later stuff.
See, I never followed Papa Roach. It was just whatever songs were on the radio, and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't care. I don't know. But I was straightforward with people. Here's the thing. If you guys, I don't know how some of you are new here, but I'm not one of those that's gonna tell a ride like I miss Chester. Like when he died, I did not give a fuck. I'm sorry. Well, no, I'm not. I really am not. It's just
okay.
I was glad that music was over. I was glad that music was over.
Wow. Dude, I don't think you really. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah, you don't. You don't hate the guy. You don't. Yeah. You don't hate the guy. I know what you mean.
Well, here's the thing. He was getting a lot of shit from the metal community before he died because he was being a little bitch. So unfortunately, the last few memories I have of him online, he was being a little bitch because the last album Linkin Park came out with, how everyone was saying this is because people were joking around, this album is going to be on now. That's what I call music, whatever number they're on. People were joking around. That's how pop their sound was. And I didn't care. At that time, I didn't feel stabbed in the heart because, like I said, I was not. I left after the third album. Because everything's just sounding the same, and I didn't care. And also because my first boyfriend was a huge fan, and I could not associate with it anymore. But
that didn't help.
It's just the fact that I remember Chester was being a bitch about on Twitter. He was telling people to go fuck themselves and like I think he told the person to go die or whatever. And I was like, and then he said,
I didn't know any of this.
No, I remember he said, somebody tell me the album is pop to my face. And then we're like, it's pop. It was like, it's pop. Well, I was like, and then he's like, I'll punch them in the face. I was like, dude, I'll be glad if I knew exactly. I don't know exactly what house he lived up in the hill where I live. But if I would have knew, I would have gone knock on his door. Like, your album, like, it's pop. But
he shouldn't have taken that. I don't know.
And then after that, he died.
Yeah, I don't know if he really believed in the music he was doing. He should have just ignored all that stuff, man.
I know. But, anyways, I don't care. I don't know why he cared because people were still buying it anyways.
Yeah, it's Linkin Park. It's gonna sell.
What do you care that people are over there shitting on your music? It's like. But at the end, it was like, yeah, he was just so sensitive about everything. And I'm like, somebody's going to come on and say, well, maybe he was going through something. I was like, well, that's why you should get off social media. Right. I'm sorry. How many times have I been going through something and I cut off social media? Like, I don't even have Messenger right now on my phone or in Facebook.
Yeah.
I just keep Instagram because it's fun to look at cats.
Yeah.
But
get fake friend requests or posts for me that I've
yeah,
been getting of chicks with big booties and they're like all hot and shit, and I'm like, really, really? I'm like, you're not gonna get me, okay? Because they got 2 photos, they only got like 10 followers. He's like, stop with these fake accounts. Stop it.
I get those ones, and I get like the ones where they're like,
I'm
"Hey, do
your
you want to
biggest
promote our
fan.
workout clothes?" And they don't have like no followers. I'm like, no, I don't want to promote your workout clothes. Like, nah. Anyways, yeah, no, fuck Linkin Park. It was like they only had 2 good albums, and that's it. After that, I don't care. It's like, I'm not gonna say rest in peace, Chester. It's like I don't give a fuck.
Uh-oh.
He doesn't need me to say it. He already has a bunch of fake ass people. I'm sorry, but you know how many fake ass people came after that, right? Like he had so many fake people. I hate that shit. It's like when people, it's like, I'm not even a fan of this guy. And I even was offended that people were getting on here like, oh, rest in peace, Chester. I was like, weren't you the girl in high school who hated Linkin Park and you thought it was nothing but screaming and yelling?
Right.
Right? There was a lot of those. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but didn't you make fun of me for liking Linkin Park at one point? I eventually grew out of it, girl. But
right. Yeah. Heather's saying, do you like Five Finger Death Punch?
I'm sorry, I can't comment on Five Finger Death Punch. Let's just move on. I can
comment.
Not gonna be nice.
I can comment.
Okay, you comment.
All right. So I saw the title. I was like, Five Finger motherfucking Death Punch. I'm like, that's right up my alley right there for Samurai. So I blind bought the CD. Loved it. Their first album. I loved it. I cranked it. I was like, yeah, it's a perfect type of aggression I needed. I was like, yeah. And then when we went, it was one of the Knot Fests we went to. And, oh, well, thank you. It was one of the Knot Fests we went to, and they performed on one of the small stages because they weren't popular yet. And I was surprised because I thought I was the only guy that knew who they were. But the whole crowd that was there, all were chanting and singing the songs. There was a big, huge mosh pit. I was like, holy shit. I didn't like, wow, these guys are getting pretty big. And then I got the second album. I mean, this is good workout music. The second album. And I think I got up to the third and the fourth album. And even though they were good albums, I don't know. It kind of started sounding the same to me. Like later, like the albums kept sounding similar. So I kind of just lost interest. Not that I hate the band, but I just kind of lost interest. But I will always pop in that first CD, though. Like I can always go back to that first CD. I can listen to that more than Linkin Park. But I don't follow them now, though. But it's like to me now they're a take it or leave it band. Like if I'm hanging with somebody and they pop it in, I'll be like, yeah, sure, wow, let's headbang. Hello, all right. I've been booted from the stream. What's going on? Cheers. Thanks for hanging out with the Samurai on JaxB.TheRipper's channel. I have taken over. Her channel is now mine. All right. Comments. Ask me some questions till Jax get back here. All right. So, okay, here we go. I don't know what's happening. You gotta love.
Okay, can you guys hear me?
You gotta love being live. You got kicked out of your own stream, didn't you?
There you are. Okay, what happened? Because everything turned off for a minute, and then
did you get kicked out of your own stream?
No, I think there's something wrong with the internet connection.
Oh, okay.
Because I was getting the Wi-Fi signal. I was like, why am I getting that? But it'll come and go, which is funny because usually the spot is real good for Wi-Fi. So that's kind of weird.
Oh, I don't know. It's when you're live, it's janky, man. But yeah, that's happened to me. I hosted a live stream once with a whole bunch of people, and I was the host, and I got kicked out of my own live stream. So remember, if that ever happens, if you ever get
okay, I'll pause for a minute.
Okay, are we back? RVD?
Yeah. Okay. I hear you. Yeah, you're fine.
So if you ever get kicked out of your own live stream, you can always come back. So remember that. Because once you go live, it
I
stays
eventually
open.
saw that. I was like, okay, at least I didn't have to send.
Yeah. It stays open until you close it. So you can always just like come
At least
back
I didn't have to send you a link or anything like that.
Nah,
But
you can just hop back in.
yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, but 5 Finger Death Punch sucks. Now that we're back on that.
No, I think I agree with Mr. Death Metal. Yeah, I think that's
I didn't even know they had 4 albums.
They have more than that. But I think that's around the time where it was getting repetitive. It was fine. It was getting repetitive, but here's what's funny. I got my buddy into 5 Finger Death Punch because of the first album. We went to go see Sepultura. No, Soulfly. We went to go see Soulfly because we love Max. We're big Max Cavalera fans, so we went to go see Soulfly live. And 5 Finger Death Punch opened for them. And we were okay still. But I think maybe a year or two later, we went to another Knotfest, and they performed again. My buddy, who used to be a fan of the first album, who I got into the group, he was just like, all right, they need to get off stage. This is what my buddy was saying. He's like, all right, they need to get off stage. He's like, dude, we need to get... Because we were there because we really, really wanted to see Judas Priest. And then we were just like, just hurry up and end this. Okay. Just end this. But it was just really funny how he was kind of a fan at first because I brought him in. And now he's just like, he's like, all right, get off stage. I think it's funny. Yeah. But still got a lot of fans. Like I said, they're a take it or leave it band for me. Like I know you won't be playing them at your house, Jax, but if you were, I was hanging out at your house, I'll be like, sure.
Remember?
Yeah, wasn't there an issue with the singer though? Wasn't there some drama with Ivan?
Was he like a skinhead or something? I don't know, but it's like that's what I was hearing. Well, okay, it's all talk. I never saw any proof of anything, but I try not to follow them just because like I don't care about the music. I don't care whatever drama's going on there. But no, I guess like my experience with them is just remember the Carolina Rebellion. I don't know if they still have that or not, but I was watching, it was on TV because I was watching it because my cousins went there. That's why. So I was like, and I saw them too in like the front row. So I was watching it for that, and that's why that's when I saw that was the first time I heard of it. I think this was like maybe 2014 or something like that. I'm gonna say around that time. And it just didn't capture my attention. I remember there was one song I liked that I played for a while, but I can't even remember the name, and I can't even like go on Spotify to go look for it because I'm like, what was the name of the song? So
was it the remix of Bad Company? You remember that old song? Bad Company. You remember that song?
I don't know. No, as like I said, you can name all the songs. I'm not gonna remember. So
yeah. No, I can take it.
You know, speaking of workout music, is funny. I used to be a fan of Black Label Society, but now it's like, you know, it's kind of that thing. It's like I'm over it. However, I'll blast them during a workout. It's like it's good workout music. That's what it is.
If you're comparing,
for like every day, no.
Yeah. Well, if you're comparing groups, I can listen to Black Label over 5 Finger. Any day.
Well, no, I wasn't comparing them both. I was just talking about workout music.
Oh, workout music.
That's just all I was doing. Yeah. But the new D. Snyder solo tracks are good. I don't think I've ever listened to any of his solo stuff. D.
Snyder, he's still doing stuff? I didn't know he was still even doing stuff.
Oh, every time I remember for a while, all throughout 2020, every time when I'll see something on him, he was just complaining about something. Everything. He was like, so I just stopped. I just like, I don't care about this guy. He even went to complain about like, first of all, okay, I get it. If pop music is not your thing, I don't really care for pop music. Do I get nostalgic every now and then? Yes, but
yeah.
Why are you gonna go and like talk about Shakira's voice sounding horrible? I'm like, dude, like, first of all, I totally agree. I was never a Shakira fan, even when I first heard of her when I was like a little kid. Yeah. When she was only singing in Spanish, like I thought she sounded like a monkey getting fucked. I could not stand her voice. I still can't. And I remember in 2001 with that laundry service album or whatever it's called, she came out with. Oh my God, you froze. Oh, there you are. You really stayed like that for like a long time.
I was just laughing. But yeah, go ahead.
But I remember she came out came out with it in English, and her voice was so different. It was so out of tune. I was like, this is not the same woman. This does not sound like her whatsoever.
She's gotten worse, or she's gotten better?
She still sounds the same.
Oh, she still sounds the same.
I was never, and then all my family, like, well, not my family doesn't really like her either, but my extended family, they're like, "How do you not like her?" I was like, "Cause she sounds like a monkey getting fucked. I just don't like her." There's so many better Spanish artists than her. I thought Thalia was so much better than her.
So, do you like the songs, not the voice? Do you like the songs? Do you like the music?
I don't like any. She only had maybe one song because it was very Arabian, but you got to remember she's Lebanese. She was a Lebanese just born. Her parents are Lebanese, but she was just born in Colombia. Right. So she did had at first. I don't think she does anymore, but she had like a lot of like, you know, like Middle Eastern kind of feel to it at first. So she had one song called Ojos Así, or Eyes Like This, but that was it. That was like the only song. But she wasn't so like over the top with her voice in that song. That's why.
Right. Did you see all those tongue memes after her performance at the Super Bowl? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and then they would like show a goat to go. Blah, blah. It's like, God damn it.
Like, yeah, I remember that was the only good thing about that. I didn't care about either one of those two women.
How about grading her? Okay, she can't sing to you. You don't like the music. How about her dancing though?
I haven't even paid attention. Like, dude, I don't like I'm not even kidding you. Like, if I see her at all, I change it. So I can't even remember the last time I seen like a teen. Probably the last time I seen a Teen Choice Award, I was like 14. So I'm guessing she was on there. Or I don't watch the Grammy. I even stopped watching the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because it's so disgusting now. I just fucking hate it. You're still not going to induct Judas Priest, really. I don't even think they've inducted. Did they inducted all the Beatles yet? I'm not even sure.
Which one? Who?
The Beatles. They're in there, right? They have to be in there.
They have to. But didn't Maiden?
I know Jimi Hendrix isn't.
Didn't Maiden just now get in? Or was that?
No, they didn't. They lost it to somebody else. I forgot. I think it was the Foo Fighters or the Goo Goo Dolls, whoever it was. They all sound the same.
Maiden lost. This is getting ridiculous. Who is voting? Maiden lost.
But it's like, who cares? Because if you think about it, Maiden, well, you got to remember, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is more of an American thing. It's not a worldwide kind of thing. So worldwide, they really don't care. Maiden is huge worldwide. It's like they're like royalty, but here is like they're great. But over there, they're like everywhere else around the world is like they're like, go to South America or go to Europe. It's like it's
right. Yeah, it's a joke. It's a joke, man.
There we go. Okay, I'm back now. I'm just waiting on you.
You're back now. Okay, am I back?
Oh boy, this is great. I see. I don't even know anymore. And I thought, there you go. And here I am thinking Mercury retrograde ended. It didn't. You're back. I see you.
All right. Yay. Hello. Hi, world.
Yeah. Rock and Roll Hall of Shame, as Eddie Trunk calls it. Eddie Trunk, if anybody listens to Eddie Trunk, sometimes I do, but
it's a joke. It really is.
It's just a joke, yeah.
I knew something was wrong when Judas Priest always gets nominated every year and they don't make it. But I knew what made me even more sick of it was, I think Mastodon got like best performance or something, like metal performance, and they went up to get their awards. I think that was the Grammys. I'm sorry, that was at the Grammys. Just award shows in general that are mainstream and they don't really give a fuck about real artists. I think Mastodon went up to get their Grammys or something like that, and they walked up to get their Grammys and nobody fucking clapped.
Wow!
Nobody clapped. Everyone just sat there. Everyone just sat there. I think it
was the same thing with Ghost too. Like Ghost, like they won a Grammy. Nobody like even. That's why I was like, why do we want? Yeah. Why did this?
Yeah,
I'm fine with metal music not getting
community
Grammys.
should just have their own awards. Yeah. But it's just sad. They went up there, they did their speech, and like dead air. Just dead air. I was just like, dude, this is sad. Not even like pity clap. Like, we don't know who you are, but we don't want to seem unhip. Yay.
Well, you won't believe how many at the Cannes Film Awards. Like, I know the Cannes Film Award. You won't believe how many like all these high and mighty people boo at a movie. Like, okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they're very vocal. I've heard. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but I can't even tell you anything about Shakira's dance move. I can't. I really can't. I was like, I could tell you more about J-Lo's dance moves than fucking Shakira, because I feel like no matter where I go on Instagram, that bitch pops up, even though I never search for her.
You're not
just because I like looking at Selena pictures doesn't mean I want to see J-Lo. Like, no, Selena is like a legend. J-Lo is just like Illuminati shit.
You're not
like that's all it is.
You're not a fan of Jenny from the Block.
Huh?
You're not a fan from Jenny from the Block?
It was just a revenge from that, what's it called, Tony something, the one who or he used to own Columbia Records or something like that. It was just a revenge to Mariah Carey, and I love Mariah Carey. So now that's a woman who could sing.
Ask me anything about pop music artists now. I have no idea what's happening. Because I'm an older person. You're still a youngling.
I'm barely catching up.
So I don't know what's happening.
I'm barely catching up with what happened to the pop music back then. Like, Evan showed me this documentary of, okay, get this. This is you probably have heard this. I'm not sure. Okay. I didn't know that NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, when they were under Lou Pearlman, I didn't know they were just like this con idea of Lou Pearlman's so he could get money to pay back all his debt. And then like the thing, it was almost like, oh my God, have you heard about like how a lot of bands, like especially in the K-pop world, like how they don't get any of their money? That's what happened to NSYNC and Backstreet Boys.
Oh, I didn't
like
know that.
When they got their first check, all it was $10,000, and that was like I think like over a year of work. And mind you, they sold like this is a time when records used to sell like insane, like cassettes and CDs. Yeah. But yeah, it's because Lou Pearlman started out with like, I think it was the airplane business or something, but then like he was in debt there, and then he saw that these boy bands were like getting big, so he got into the industry. And then like he had this big old house in Orlando, Florida. Like when I mean big, I mean this was humongous mansion, right?
Yeah.
So he had the boys over all the time, and yeah, there was some pedophilia shit going on too, but it wasn't until after it was with the other newer coming up though. Like it was on, you can even hear it from the Howard Stern show because it's all on there when they were talking about it. But yeah, man, like I was like, wow, so NSYNC and Backstreet Boys were created just because a con man needed to get out of his. Oh shit!
I'm not surprised.
You're back. Okay, you're back.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Huh? Okay.
Hello. Okay.
You're not surprised.
No, I'm just saying I'm not surprised. They got exploited.
Are we back? Are we good?
Are we back? Yeah. Are we good, chat? All right.
Okay. What did you say though? I couldn't hear you. I couldn't hear you what you said about what I just said.
No, I was saying I'm not surprised they got exploited.
Oh boy, this stream is going bad.
It's fun. What's weird though is to me I'm moving fine and you're disappearing, but to you it's the opposite. Hey,
it's funny because you're moving slow. It's like
it's weird.
No, I can hear you.
Heather,
it's just
Heather says I'm good.
You're moving slow. Okay, you're good. Okay, that's good.
All right.
Oh boy.
God damn it! And I got Backstreet Boys songs.
I wonder how.
Head. Get out of my head, Backstreet Boys songs.
There is basically the reason why they do that is because that's also a corrupt industry right there too. Is basically their contracts is terrible. Basically, they don't get money. They do. So the more people you add, the more money you get. There you go. Simplified right there.
And it's probably easy to just change out member if they need to.
Yeah, you got to think about it. Like, I don't know. Let's go back to like the Power Rangers, like the original story with from the not the Japanese one, but well, I guess you could say the Japanese one too. Power Rangers, like, yeah, we all knew they were underpaid, but it's because they were disposable. Because every day, like Saban told, like they even made it sure the cast heard. Well, they're like, well, they want more money. They're disposable.
Yeah.
So they made it clear. So kind of think about it with the K-pop thing. Well, they want more money.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's like that.
Yeah, it's true. I was just telling.
And it is true because the problem with like these boy bands and these little pop sensations is like they don't last long because they need to learn how to like keep up. If they could keep up, then they'll be fine. You know, like, okay, I hate Madonna, but let's face it, she could keep up with the times.
Yeah. Yeah, she's still around.
So yeah. So unless you have that in you and you could keep up, then you're not going to be disposable. You got basically that industry. You have to learn not to be disposable.
Is that a bird in the background?
Show business.
I keep hearing in the background there.
Oh, that's the back.
What?
My nephew has a little toy car.
Oh,
he has a little toy car. That's why, that's why I closed the window and everything. I was like, oh, he's gonna hear. They're gonna hear. It's like I knew as soon as I was gonna go on, I was like, they're gonna make all this noise. I already know it. That's why I don't really live stream that much no more, you guys, because it's like a full house.
I thought maybe that was the ghost you were telling me about, where that was in your room.
No, she's gone. The ghost is gone.
She's gone. Well, why was she even there?
Why do any ghosts ever appear?
Okay, I figured it out, chat. I figured it out. Ghosts are bored.
Yeah.
Okay? Ghosts are bored, all right? Look at all those damn Paranormal Activity movies. Look at that. Like, now you think if you really wanted them out of the house, if they really wanted the family out of the house, they would just snatch them up, kill them, or throw them somewhere. But no, they're going to wait.
Every spirit is going to possess that power. That's the thing.
Is that what it is? Because I'm just like, no, they're going to wait till they're in the kitchen eating pancakes, and then I'm going to, be like be like a cat, and just push the glasses and plates off the table because this is ghosts. It's like, I think the ghosts are bored. I think they just want to hang out, watch Netflix.
No, not all. It depends how new the ghost is to Iron Wolf. Sometimes there's some ghosts that they die and then like they don't understand at first is basically what I'm saying. It takes them a while to understand.
It could be that too.
Yeah, but no, she was just lost. This ghost was just lost. But she made sure that I saw her because I was kind of ignoring her because I knew she was in here, but I was just ignoring her. And then she fucking opened that door like that. My fucking bedroom door, she fucking opened it like that. Like I saw the knob move and everything, like the doorknob move, and I'm like, okay, bitch, you want to talk? It's like, okay, let me draw out a Ouija board. Let's do this.
What did anything transpire, if you don't mind me asking?
Dude, she wanted me to call up some guy. She gave me a phone number and I looked it up. I just know the area code is Pennsylvania. And I'm like, what am I going to tell this guy? Like, she didn't even tell me what to say.
What is happening?
What?
No, I'm just saying. It's just what you're telling me right now. I'm like, what is happening? What is going on?
I'm like, I don't know.
You probably would have looked up the guy and you would have found out he liked Linkin Park.
No.
That's why the ghost is pissed.
Well, no, okay. That was before that, but okay.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
if some shit goes down over here, I'm calling you, right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Prank calls, yeah. But the thing is, does anybody even answer their phone nowadays? It's like nobody likes to answer a phone call they don't recognize.
Oh, exactly. I never do.
I never do because there are always these fucking and I'm like, if it's important, they can leave a message, and it's always
even better. Calls. Yeah, it's always scams. Even better, I don't answer my fucking door. I don't. An unopened door is a happy door. It's not like there's somebody there with cake. Okay? It's either some bullshit. They want to do your lawn, or they want some you to sign something, or they're trying to sell something. Nobody's there for your benefit. All right? Unless you're delivering packages, and I get all my packages delivered to the post office. So remember that. An unopened door is a happy door.
My mom, I remember back in the day, what's it called? We used to get a lot of Jehovah's Witnesses and Mormons at one point. Now we don't.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe because they now know that we just slammed the door on them.
Good.
We slam. I mean, my mom has, like, she doesn't care. She used to slam that door on their face. And I think one time, like, I don't know, I don't even know what they were. They were trying to talk to me about God or whatever. I was like, can you just go away? I just told them, and I just closed the door.
Well, I told you what kind of household I woke up in. I woke up in the household. You remember that when I got, the household I grew up in. I told you what kind of household I grew up in, right? So, I'm annoyed with the type of household I grew up in and background. And when they annoy me I agree with that pizza. Now you're talking. I'll get some pizza now. But
I don't even own a car. Same here. I've been getting phone calls about like a car warranty.
Student loans. I'm like, what I paid off 5 billion years ago, right? So I'm annoyed by people ringing the damn fucking doorbell when the type of upbringing I had. And I still went to the door, and I was like, dude, oh, my God. I opened it up, and it was, Jehovah's Witness or whatever. And they said, would you like this pamphlet? And this is what Samurai said. Keep in mind of the type of upbringing I had. I said, no, thank you. I worship Satan. And then I shut the door.
I don't even worship that fool, man.
For me to say that, you pissed me off, okay? The fuck you doing coming to my house at like 8 o'clock it's Saturday trying to sell me some shit? The fuck out of here, man.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I actually said that. I should have recorded that. That was hilarious.
Yeah, thankfully they haven't been coming up, but it's like, I remember I used to do, or when they're selling, I hate it, especially when it's little kids trying to sell you stuff. It's like,
fuck them.
That's why
fuck them. No, they need to learn how the real world is. This is not the internet where you can go hide in your little safety bubble, children. This is like real life, son. They're not going to buy your fucking Girl Scout cookies, okay? All right?
Oh my God.
Real life is rejection.
Now that I think of it, was there any Girl Scouts cookies this season? I heard nobody talk about them.
If they were at my door, I wouldn't have known.
I really wanted those lemon ones.
Yeah. You need to learn. Here we go. Red Eclipse. I look out the window first if it's not my food packages or friends or family or anyone else I'm expecting. They can kiss me. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, seriously. Again, they're not there with cake. Okay? They're not there with presents.
Have you ever seen the one commercial? I don't know if it was like I don't know what it was for. But it was like a little girl. She looked like a Girl Scout, but she was selling donuts and she was going like this. Like she was just like that, and the girl was on a diet or something. But it was some kind of diet commercial.
That's kind of funny. Mm-hmm. I just said that's kind of funny.
Oh God, no, man! But
yeah, no. The best ever was our pickups video we did many years ago, and Lady Fat Blood told them to fuck off. Remember that?
I have to look at that video. I don't remember.
It's on the best.
So many of them.
It's on one. It's on the best of the one of our best of the years, and it was maybe 2 years ago. But they kept coming back to the door, and we're trying to film, and they're trying to sell us what was it? Solar panels.
Yeah. Okay.
Solar panels at 8 p.m. We're trying to film. And Lady Fat Blood said, fuck off, and they disappeared. It is legendarily hilarious. It's really funny.
One time, oh shit, I was a kid, but at that time my aunt was living with us, so she didn't speak any English. So I had to do all the translating. So it was awkward. It's awkward when you're in those situations, when you're a little kid and you have to translate and your mom's not there, but your aunt is there, the one that lives with you. So I remember these two guys came over. It was also, it must have been late, like 8 or 9, and they were selling like home security. I was like, at this time? I was like, okay.
Yeah. And then, oh, you know what? That just reminded me of something. By my solar panels, damn sexy sumo. What's up, brother? This guy.
It just reminded you of what?
That reminded me. I was like, I literally thought I was being pranked. I thought I was being pranked. Samurai did not fall for it. I was like, yo, is this a porn? Is this a porn prank? Okay. Answer the door. I don't know what made me do it. Okay. Maybe I was feeling nice that day. I actually answered the door. Very attractive woman was there. All right. Short shorts. I'm talking short shorts. And she was selling some kind of security Vivint, not some security thing. She had a whole package and everything. She wanted to come in and show me. And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, I was like, no, I'm good. Thank you for stopping by. No, I can give you a great deal. Let me come in and I'm like, no. Either two things are happening. I'm being pranked to be on some fucking YouTube shit, or there's some two homies out there waiting to come bum rush the door, right? But you got to be careful of that too. But I didn't open up the screen. I wasn't an idiot. But through the screen, I was like, the way she was dressed and the way she looked, I was like, yo, this is some porn bullshit. Like, what is happening here? I'm like, whatever it is, even if it's legit, if she's a legit salesperson, I'm not falling for it. And I was like, no, thank you. Have a good day.
I have a story now that we're on.
But yeah, that was fucking weird, man. I'm like, dude, what professional security company wears those short shorts, booty shorts? There were booty shorts.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute.
Okay, so I have a story. This was many years ago from one of my friends. Okay, so.
Yes, Sumo.
I'm not going to say the girl's name, but let's just call her Rachel. Let's just call her that, okay? Let's just call her Rachel. So there was this girl back in high school named Rachel, and she was like, I guess you could say she was popular. You know, one of those girls, like they're popular, but they try really hard to be popular, so they just feel bad and they just kind of let her join the clique or whatever. You know, those girls.
Yeah.
That was Rachel, and she eventually ended up doing really cheap porn. Like she was like, you could tell she didn't really make it, but like one of the ones that didn't make it. But my friend, let's call her, well, she's not my friend anymore. Evan knows who she is and he can't stand her anymore. But let's just call her Kelly. Okay, so Kelly.
Okay.
One time I met up with her because it had been a while. I think we were just 21 and we're like, hey, what's up? You know, we just met up or whatever.
Yeah.
And we're talking about Rachel. I was like, yo, I never really talked to Rachel. And then like, I mean, at that time was the MySpace days. So at that time, I remember in high school, you just added everybody, right? You just added everybody. It's not like now where you're like picky, like, I don't want to talk to you. Like, no.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's just,
yeah. You're fucking solar panels. Yeah.
So I remember like Kelly was telling me about Rachel doing porn. I was like, what? I was like, her? And then
yeah,
like, yeah, girl, she was like an undercover hoe. I was like, what? I'm like, her? But that's not okay. So that's not what was funny or anything. Well,
wait, what's an undercover hoe?
Okay, so an undercover hoe is basically where you pretend like you're not a hoe, but you're like going secretly behind everyone's back and sleeping around with like whoever you want, like their boyfriend or whatever.
Outside of the porn industry.
Yeah, no. This was in high school. We were talking about high school.
Oh, okay.
So we were talking about high school memories, and then she proceeds to tell me like, oh, she does porn now, and I'm like, ew, her? Like, why? Because I was like, she's not pretty. And you got to remember, at that time there was a different look for porn. She didn't have that look. It wasn't that time. Barely the fucking whole like free roam camera shit was starting, right? So And I'm just like, her? This rockabilly bitch? Like, really? Because she was a
Uh-huh.
psychobilly, as we called them back in high school.
Okay. Yeah.
So, and then she was like, yeah. And then I was like, and then I found her stuff and I was like, oh, this is disturbing. No, it was like, you got no skills. I just go, but here's the fucked up part.
Ouch.
So she had a boyfriend, right? And I don't remember the guy, but Kelly was like, do you remember that one guy, so-and-so? Let's call him Chris. And I was like, no, first of all, do you not know how many Chris we had in fucking Christopher's a very fucking common name, so I'm not going to know which one it is. Yeah. So I'm like, no, I don't know which guy this is. And then she was like, well, he was like middle class, like he had like money. And I was like, no, everybody I knew was broke. I was like, everybody I knew was broke. So so
sorry, I'm looking at Sumo's quote, Sumo's comment right now.
Oh. So basically she was telling me that Rachel was dating Chris, right? And I was like, oh, okay. Well, I was like, that's great that he's supportive of his woman doing this. I was like, there needs to be more men like that. And then she was like,
that's
oh,
different.
We didn't know.
Right.
I was like, she didn't know. I mean, Chris didn't know. I was like, what do you mean you don't know?
Get the fuck out.
The way he found out was one day he showed up at his house and he sees a film crew outside his house.
Oh no! You know
I was like, yeah, she was doing cheap porn. She was doing the cheap shit.
He should have flipped it on her. He was like, oh, this is what you do. You're not telling me. All right. Get me involved. Bring your porn friend, girls. Get me involved. But he's probably too pissed off.
Might as well.
What the fuck?
But then it was just so funny because I eventually the guy snapped and chased her out of the house with a baseball bat.
That kind of makes sense. God. And now she sells security packages, right?
And the more fucked up part was, okay, so she was like one of those psychobilly girls, right? So we all know the rockabilly psychobilly girls. All they are is vintage. Like they just like the vintage shit, right? So she had like this really nice vintage truck that the boyfriend Chris helped her buy, right?
Okay.
Well, the insurance and everything was all under his name or whatever, but she had put money into it, like, fixed it nice and everything. He was just paying for insurance and all that. Well, when she got kicked out and all that, she put in she needed to sell it. And then she obviously it was all under his name. She was like, Chris, can you sell it? And then he was like, yeah, sure. He sold it for $40.
Wow. 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 That's all I can say.
Yeah. So so that's why you told me the porn prank. And I was like, you know what? I got to tell you this story.
That's pretty funny and fucked up. Funny and fucked up at the same time.
And that's not the first guy try to fucking kill her. Like I remember this one guy.
Maybe she likes it. Maybe that's a fetish.
That's her thing, I guess. I remember this one guy. I didn't date him. I had a one-night stand with him. But anyways, I met up with him because we went to high school and I was like, hey, let's do the thing. So we were like, let's do the thing. And then we also got on the topic of her. And he was like, yeah, dude, she used to date one of my friends. And first of all, it wasn't just cheating. It was like, I forgot what she did the second time. But yeah, okay. Your girl or your man cheats on you. I think we all know we'll be fucking livid, but it's not to the point where we want to grab a baseball bat and chase you out, right? Yeah. The porn thing was different because it was at your house, first of all, your fucking house.
That's fucked up, man.
And then that's
Yeah. We are frozen in time. Or I'm frozen. Or Jax is frozen. Who is frozen? I'm just going to dance. That's it. Samurai dance of the day. Gonna dance. Okay. All right. That's just me now. Is it just me?
There we go.
You commented. Uh-oh. I'm looking at your comment right now.
I'm still here, but not really here.
Sexy Sumo, the conversation is too hot for you to.
That's why.
You gotta love hanging out with us because we went from Linkin Park to Backstreet Boys to now this conversation to ghosts and now this conversation. That's how we roll. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ghosts, porn.
You gotta keep up.
That's how we do it.
Gotta keep up.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, maybe we should do this for 20 more minutes in case something like this happens, because I mean we already have like almost an hour on here. I say let's do 20 more minutes just because it's like obviously it wasn't a great day for this. Yeah. But anyways, but no, that girl, like I forgot what. Oh, now I remember.
She wasn't hot at all.
She brought the boyfriend the lover, into her boyfriend's house too. So it was like, yeah, and then and the guy tried to run her over with this truck.
Oh my God.
And the bitch is so crazy that she still kept calling up the guy back to take her back. I was like, bitch, he tried to run you over. I think we need I don't want to say I think you just need to realize that maybe cheating isn't the way. Like, I get it, you're not perfect, but
cheating's not normal. What?
It's not the way. I didn't say it's not normal. I said it's not the way. Obviously, it's not working for her. Maybe she's this is why I tell people, like, look, if you're gonna be a cheater, you don't want to get run over.
Right? There you go.
Just be open to them, like, hey, let's have an open relationship.
Just be honest.
Just because you're not gonna be. Let's just.
There's gonna be dudes out there that are gonna be okay that you do porn. And it's not like I can't find a man because once I tell them I do porn, then they don't want to be. No, there's guys out there that are perfectly.
I wouldn't mind a porn guy. If he did porn, I just know the sex life is gonna be great.
Hey, I feel like get some of that money too.
I feel like I'm gonna be on the top of the game and everything. I'm never gonna have a bad day. I'll accept it. I'll be fine with it.
Jax, you've noticed you a lot happier recently. What's going on? Nothing.
Like nothing, man. I'm just a positive person. You just start being more positive. God. Oh God. Why do we get on all these topics?
It's fun. This is hilarious. God bless life, and I'm not even religious. Oh. This is Tyler. Oh God.
What the?
She's got a big booty and she's thick.
Oh
God. Tyler and Heather, they know what's going on. They know what's going on. But yeah.
We went from people knocking on your door to this. Oh man.
And scene. There you go.
Yeah.
But
yeah, fuck people knocking on your door, man. Fuck
man.
Phone calls
bullshit. Some bullshit. And you know what? We just be quiet when we hear ding dong. We're just chilling over here. We're just like, we just don't say anything till they walk away.
Yeah.
Telling you, they don't have cake. They're trying to sell you solar panels and security packages.
Dude, even like scammer jobs, I don't know if that's a word for it, but I remember when I was working at Kmart, like it had gone out of business, right? So I was there like with the one I was working on. Well, almost all of them have. But the one I was working on, I remember they were closing or whatever, and we would get people coming in there trying to recruit us for jobs. Like they're like, because it's not enough it's annoying when, okay, your job is basically gone down the drain. Or you got to remember, this was the recession too. So it's like, it's not enough. It's annoying. And like, when you're going to go up and be like, oh, so what are you going to do after this? Like unemployment, like what else?
Right.
Like the job market wasn't exactly booming at that time. So, so it was just like really stupid. We were getting that as it was, right? Then again comes in like, it's the same people, that were asking these questions, and they're like, oh, well, you could come work for this insurance agency and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, why do insurance people need to like promote their stuff? I didn't get that.
Yeah.
And then the
shady,
same thing
right?
too. And then the same thing too, it was like with people, they needed drivers for like celebrities or something. I'm like, I think a celebrity could find a driver with no problem. It was just it's like I don't think they need a driver. Like
No, I agree. Now, in your opinion, since we're on the topic and we're having fun with it, did Samurai do the right thing with the booty shirt, the booty short girl?
Yeah, because that was the first thing I thought. You were going to get jumped. I was like, that was the first thing I thought. I was like, either that or she was trying to scam you out of something.
Yeah. Make sure I buy even if she was legit, she got the little booty shorts on. She got, I'll buy the highest, I'll take the $500 package instead of the $50 package. She probably wants me to sign that $500 deal. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or it could have been even worse. It could be even worse. I could have let her in. She could have been legit. She could have been on the couch next to me, and then Lady Fat Blood would have came home. Could you imagine?
We already know. We already know that.
Could you imagine? Samurai would be dead.
I don't know if he'll be dead, but I could definitely see her do the stunner on you.
Or is
the tombstone. Or
yeah. She'd be dead too, also.
Yeah.
I wouldn't just get it. The girl would get it too.
She'd be like, I'm a widow now. Like your wife will be like, I'm a widow now. It's okay. It's okay.
It'll be a brand new YouTube video update. It's just my channel now. Samurai has quit YouTube. You won't see him anymore.
She's going to go by Widow Fat Blood. I could just imagine.
Oh, God. But yeah, I think I did the right thing. I'm sure every guy in the comment section right now is probably like, no, Samurai, you had your chance, but you blew it.
No, it's going to be like, okay.
I'm telling you, some dude in some masks, man. I came running in right after her.
I was thinking more like it's going to be like that Brian Pillman and Stone Cold Steve Austin. That they did. That's what I was thinking.
With the pistol?
By the way, have you seen Dark Side of the Ring yet?
I haven't seen. I haven't seen any of them. I'm so fired. But you know what? I heard those A&E biographies are good too. You seen those? Do you have biography?
I mean, I heard they were doing them, but I know they did one on China, or was that Dark Side of the Ring?
I don't know.
I'm curious what they're going to say about China. I mean, I can really give a fuck about her, but
I heard the China one is so like fucked up that even Jim Cornette, who hates her, said that was fucked up. I take back some of the stuff I said about her. That's how bad her story is behind the scenes.
China had a very dark side. I mean, she was not surrounded by the right people. I know she came from an abusive household. Her mom was abusive or something like that. And then, like, from what I heard, the porn video that they did, or the one night in China, was not supposed to go how it was supposed to go down. Like, I think she got tricked in. Because a lot of people don't know, especially, like, if you guys haven't seen the Paris Hilton documentary with the whole one night in Paris, like, you got to remember, she was dating a 30-something-year-old, and then she was 19. The guy really pushed her to do it. Like he said, like, uh-oh.
What in the world's going on? My camera just went insane. Can you still hear me? Hold on.
Yeah, I can hear you at least, but
let me unplug it and plug it back in. See what's. I don't know what's going on. Hold on.
Oh.
Can you hear me?
Oh, I'm pretty sure right clips. I'm pretty sure that's in there too. I'm pretty sure.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
You can just hear me though.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's not working, man. I unplugged it and plugged it back in. Yay. Well, you know what? Maybe it's... Oh, hey! I was going to say maybe it was a good time to segue and end it.
No, we were just getting on something, on another topic. I mean, if you want to call it quits, I think we should. We've just been having a lot of technical difficulties.
Yeah, we can end it. It's up to you.
All right, then.
You're the host.
All right, then, but let's go ahead and just finish off the China topic. But yeah, the whole...
Yeah, so what did you hear? What did you hear?
I didn't really hear much, but I know Reddit Clip said they're talking about the Stephanie and Triple H. I was like, yeah, every Everybody knew about that. I think we all knew like Vince McMahon wants to keep Daddy's little girl happy and was like, okay, well, let's get rid of China because we know there's going to be some friction going on, which is really stupid because, well, okay, it's not really that stupid. I think Vince McMahon always wanted Stephanie to end up with Triple H because I would watch like interviews of Stephanie on like how it all happened. Because let's be serious, we kind of all got curious, like how does a wrestler get with a billionaire's daughter? Like the boss's daughter. We need to know this. Like, why? Yeah. So I was watching the stuff or whatever, and she never mentioned anything about China. Of course not. But she was just like, it just happened. We weren't trying to upset anybody or anything. Plus, my dad would always like tell me, you need a guy like Triple H. And Shane will be more opposed to it. It's just like, oh, but you don't actually mean Triple H, right?
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
I'm like, you're smart, wow. Shane. I like you. Out of that whole McMahon family, I always like Shane.
Everyone loves Shane. Even the wrestlers, they like respect Shane. They get along with him. I actually feel sorry. I feel sorry for Shane. Needs to stop wrestling though. But I feel sorry for Shane because Daddy's like, Triple H, come here, son. This is my real son, Triple H.
You know why?
Oh, Shane, I didn't know you were around here. Oh, sorry. Hey, 2 sons.
But. Yeah. You know why? I think it's very obvious because Shane actually challenges Vince McMahon, and Vince McMahon doesn't like that.
No, you can't do that.
He questions everything he does.
Did you hear about back in the day when UFC was slowly getting popular? Shane told Daddy, buy it.
And he didn't.
On UFC, he's like, no. Can you imagine that? Of course, they would have botched it, but can you imagine? No, that's insane.
WWE would have slowly, if they would have gone with Shane's idea, if Shane would have taken over, they would slowly be the next Disney, just owning shit.
Oh, I like what Reddit Clip says. I like the comment there. Shane is the outsider of the family because he has sense over money.
Over money, yeah.
Did you hear about the lady they hired and fired? The writer. Did you hear? No. Oh, this was embarrassing for the company. So they hired this lady who's a writer, right? They hired her. She went on a podcast, right? She was invited on a podcast, and they asked her, they're like, you have to read the whole article. I'm not going to do it justice, but all that she said, it's bad. They asked her, so, wow, how awesome. You're one of the new head writers for WWE, or one of the head writers for WWE. How is that? And she went through this whole, she was like, wow, I'm surprised they hired me because I don't know anything about wrestling.
You don't admit that.
Yeah.
Excellent job.
She botched Bobby Lashley's name. She couldn't remember his name. The whole Hurt Business, he's the champion. And she said his name wrong. The whole Hurt Business, which is like a stable with Bobby Lashley in there, the way she described the stable was really bad and embarrassing. Like, you have to read the article, like everything she said, or hear it, everything she said word for word.
I'm pretty sure Jim Cornette did something on it. I'm going to go listen to
it. He did. Listen to his video on it. Then that leaked, what her podcast leaked, right? Yeah. Guess what? WWE fired her.
Yeah.
They fired her immediately. And I'm like, dude, you guys are idiots for hiring someone that doesn't even have an inkling of what the wrestling entertainment business is. It's WWE's fault,
it's
really.
Their fault, yeah.
But
do that.
But still, on her end, you don't say stuff like that.
You don't, even if they know.
Yeah, it's like you don't say stuff like that, even though.
Like at Macy's, because at the end of the day, they want to know if you could sell and make a story. That's it.
Right.
It's like no different. Okay, like I worked for Macy's at the makeup counter, right? Yeah. And like I was the only one there who knew how to do makeup because I come from the background of like doing freelance and all that and on set stuff, and nobody there knew shit. There was on my counters. They were there on my counter. The ladies were there for years. They couldn't do eyeliner.
Oh wow!
It's because when they hire you, they just want to know if you could sell.
You sell, yeah, that's it, yeah.
It's like that's all, and that's all they really care. And I know when I went in that interview, because I never got hired at Sephora, I never gotten hired at Ulta. So finally, I was just like, okay, I'm a fucking lie and just just say all this shit. Like yeah, I'm gonna add my experience, but then I'm gonna say how much I love retail and how much I just love seeing people happy. You got to go in there acting like a total crackhead, basically, and maybe go on crack before you go in there and tell them yeah, I know how to sell. Like if they're looking at eyeliner, I gotta make sure you can't just leave with eyeliner. You have to do this and that, and you gotta build it. Is what they want to know.
Right.
And then if it's not that, if you're working for a luxury brand, it's like, how do you sell luxury? That's how a lot of jobs are nowadays. It doesn't matter where you're at. It's like my friend is applying for a teaching job, and she has a bachelor's in teaching. And they're telling her she's not qualified in certain areas. So I was like, it's fucking teaching.
Right. Yeah. But like.
Yeah, exactly. Sell me this pen. I know what you're talking about. I know.
But like, say, hey, Samurai, we want this random sci-fi show. We want to hire you to be a writer, right? And then I go on your podcast, Jax, and you ask me about it. I'm not going to say, I don't know anything about sci-fi.
No, you're not saying something like, you know what? It's a great opportunity I grabbed.
I'm excited. It's a good opportunity. I will do the best that I can to bring what I know to the table. That's it.
Yeah, it's a great growing experience, and I hope to bring so much out of it. So you lie like that.
Yeah, you lie. Or hey, don't accept a job for something you don't know about.
Yeah.
Don't accept it.
That was the same thing when I went in for that interview for Macy's. I was like, yeah, it's just, I lied. I was like, yeah, you know what? I'll take a part-time job, even though right there it said full-time. But, it's the company I'm willing to grow with and I'm passionate about. I had the amount of fucking lying I did. Sometimes I felt like I was lying to myself. Like, I'm going to throughout that year and a half of being there.
Oh, Megan, you're late.
I thought I saw you earlier. I'm not worried.
We're just about to end it.
I don't want to, but I'm just scared that this thing is going to like take a shit on us again.
Oh, well, this is fun hanging out. We got to do this more often.
Yeah.
Even though I'm crazy busy now.
I know. Sexy Sumo. I know what you're talking about because I dated a guy who told me that story. Like when he's a banker. So when he first got hired, the guy was like, sell me this pen. And I was like, he told me what he did. But it's funny because I questioned everything because he was trying to, oh shit, see, I froze. Oh, there we go. So that means I better wrap this up quick.
All right.
Which is funny because the guy I was dating, he was like, oh, Jax. And I was like, well, first of all, like, I kept questioning everything. I was like, well, what kind of pen do you want? I mean, like, what are you doing? Are you going to be doing calligraphy? Blah, blah, blah. He's like, no, Jax, just sell me that pen. I was like, but I need to know what you want. He's like, no. I was like, I got to question everything. I got to know why you want me to this. I was like, but then he explained what it was. I was like, oh my God. And it's so funny because that's something that is such a huge manipulation right there. It is. It's huge.
Yeah.
All right, then let's close this down because I'm afraid it might take a shit on us. So thanks you guys for coming out.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out. Remember, an unopened door is a happy door. Unless she's wearing booty shorts, then that's your call. Someone wearing booty shorts on the other side, that's your call. Peace.
Thanks, Red Eclipse. Peace. Bye. Okay.